Hi, my name is Scott Dickerman. I teach geology to your kids. I apologize for the fact that I can't be here tonight. I'm at Davies Hall singing the Verdi Requiem with the San Francisco Symphony Chorus. But I can tell you here virtually what this course is and what it's about. Sure, there's the temptation to think that geology is all about rocks, but it's more than that. What stories do rocks tell? So basically, what I do is I start with the entire, by the way, you should have all gotten the course syllabus um, in the email that I sent out to give you the link to this video. Um, the course syllabus basically outlines what we do in the fall semester, which is basically the rock cycle. Um, in the fall semester, we focus on igneous rocks first. That's rocks born of volcanic events. And of course, we just finished a unit, or we're in the process of finishing a unit on radiometric dating of igneous rocks. And then the next unit, we talk about how rocks break down, how the fragments are transported, how they get deposited, and then what kind of stories do they tell in terms of when they get deposited and in terms of what kinds of stories in terms of the depositional environments. And then we talk about what goes on in terms of crustal deformation of rock. We talk about earthquakes and faults, and then we get to metamorphism for the third large major category of rock. In the spring, we basically do, in the first unit, it's all about things you can do that actually make money. Things like water flow, hydrology, groundwater, oil and gas, minerals. And then the very long second unit is the landforms, which is really more physical geography than geology. It's kind of where geography and geology overlap. And then the final unit is putting it all together in understanding the theory of plate tectonics and the development of the state of California. The grade breakdown is your traditional 90, 80, 70 grade breakdown. If you look at what the grade is based on, there's a heavy emphasis on assessments, although I tend to be a little lighter in that regards than I am for my other class, which is the AP Physics 1 class. The highlight of the geology class for those who can go is the Yosemite trip, which takes place over the first few days of spring break. I do believe we're going to leave starting the 28th of March, which is Friday, and then cover that weekend, and then the Monday we come home. And I write grants so that we get the Alumni Association and the PTSA to make major contributions, and that covers a lot of the trip, which is Yosemite, the Valley, as well as the State Mineral Museum, and a couple of caves up in the Sierra foothills. I'll show you a little bit about what we do in terms of rocks. I showed you this specimen here. This is from Highway 50. This is a granodiorite, which is very common in the Sierra Nevada, and also in the Selenian block, which is the body of granitic rocks that is west of the San Andreas Fault and got dislocated by the 300 kilometers of movement along the San Andreas Fault. This, in the Selenian block, it's probably, that origin is probably the Mojave Desert region. But this is from the Sierra Nevada. Near Lake Tahoe. This is right off, I got this right off of US Highway 50. And like the Selenian plutons over like in Montara Mountain, the granitic rocks of the Sierra Nevada are in the age range of about 80 to 120 million years ago, which correlates to the metasedimentary rock and metavolcanic rock that we see here in the Franciscan complex right under our feet here in San Francisco and all throughout coastal California. In terms of things you can find on the website, all the homework is posted. I post the homework three ways: on the board, which usually includes a handout, so it's all in the handout, which gets sent out by email over the weekend, and it's also on Google Sites page that I have all the homework assignments for the year, or all the homework assignments for each semester listed on the Google Sites page. So the homework is assigned over the course of a week. We have a little quiz on Friday, and then the big exams are generally like once every 5 to 7 weeks. So this course is something like we would cover what a university level course, let's say EPS 50 at UC Berkeley, or Geology 50 over at UC Davis. It covers a lot of the same material. And so in theory, if a kid is doing real well in this geology course and remembers a lot of stuff by the time your offspring go off to university, they could conceivably do a course challenge. So it's something to consider. Anyway, so that's the geology course. If you have any questions, you can email me. It's in Synergy. It's also at the top of the syllabus, dickermans@sfusd.edu. And thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you or hear from you. Good night.